I started roasting coffee many years ago. I think it was around 2011. We were living in Kansas, and I watched a YouTube video where this guy from a company called Sweet Maria's, Tom, I believe his name is, was roasting a batch of coffee in an air popcorn popper. And the model that he was using was the exact same model of popcorn popper that I happen to have in my kitchen. And I don't really believe in fate, but I was like, hey, if he can do it, I can do it. And I kind of jumped down that rabbit hole. I started selling coffee here about 3.5 years ago at the local farmers markets. I sell most of my coffee face to face. I have anywhere from 10 to 20 customers come in throughout the day and buy a half pound or a pound of beans to take home with them. I sell coffee at the Thursday downtown farmers market and the Saturday morning farmers market at Landon's Greenhouse. And the customers that come there are fiercely loyal, and I appreciate them, and I sell a lot of coffee at those two farmers markets.
Where do you source your beans from usually?
Good question. There's a company in California that I get most of my beans from. It's called the Bodhi Leaf. My understanding is that they have grown in size quite a bit, but they are not a giant conglomerate. They still go and talk to the farmers themselves and do direct trade with the farmers, but I feel pretty good about the Bodhi Leaf. They're doing a good job sourcing beans, and I feel like they're an ethical company to deal with. So the general idea is I start with green beans. To my right and behind me to my right are thousands of pounds of coffee. I measure out 6 pounds on this little digital scale. And once I've got 6 pounds of coffee, they go into a preheated roaster hopper. After about 10 to 12 minutes, I detach the roaster, I detach the hopper and dump it into the cooling tray. The cooling tray only takes about 2 minutes to take the beans from 430 degrees down to whatever the air temperature is in here, which should be, I'm guessing, around 70. So since our body temperature is 98.6, knock on wood, they will feel cold to the touch in about 2 minutes. After that, I've got a place that I weigh out and measure the beans into my retail bags or wholesale bags, and then they go over on this side up on the shelf and sell them as customers come in. It takes about 45 minutes to roast and bag 5 pounds of beans.
What's your favorite part about coffee?
One of the things that is my favorite, I think, is just the vastness of it. I feel like every day that I come into the shop, I get to play with coffee beans. I feel like there's no right or wrong way to do coffee in that sense, but you're never going to get it the same either, and that's kind of exciting.